Hey guys, what is up? This is Dalsu Plays. We are on our fourth episode of Tropico 4, Isla de Hierro. And I'm very excited for this episode because last time we played, things started really going our way. We started getting lots of money, we started figuring out how to get more immigrants, and things just were sort of falling into place. I've been really looking forward to continuing. We had destroyed our immigration office because it seemed to be bugged somehow. I think the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and try to rebuild that and hope that it works properly. Also, we do have quite a bit of money saved up at this point, and our next freighter is not for 7 months. We are going to go ahead, I think, and invest in a college, because we're about to start getting some rather high-level jobs available, and we want to be able to fill those positions with homegrown people rather than spending tons of money. You can see we have a cathedral here. Let me just turn the volume down a little bit. We don't want to be ringing our ears with church bells. So you want to hire this guy, right? $4,000. That is a third of my money. No thank you. I don't want to do that right now. I'd prefer to spend it one time on a college professor and hope that he can educate other people in order to be better at their jobs and able to do high positions like that. We do have 7 unemployed people, but 10 free job positions, which suggests to me that it's an educational problem. So we're going to go ahead and roll with that. We do have $8,000 stored up. This go round, I'm going to try not to go into the red anymore because I've noticed that my reputation with other countries is really starting to suffer. We don't want that, right? Sorry, I just zoomed back in here. What we want is for them to keep sending us money, and if we go into the red, they kind of have the idea that we're mismanaging our country a bit, and they're not so keen on sending us large sums of money. So we are going to try to chill on the expenditures and have a little bit of pocket change stored up. Well, we do have 5 months to go, and the money does tick down bit by bit as you pay for different services and things, and it will continue to tick down that way until we get our tourism branch of our economy rocking, which I'm thinking of reserving this spot over here for, because then you don't have to sit here and wait 4 months, 5 months for the freighter to come in and take your goods. So it's a much more steady flow of income, which is kind of what I'm hoping to do. Probably won't get there in this episode, but perhaps in the next episode. We're just trying to cement our economy probably here. And we will probably set our goal for this episode at getting happiness to at least 50%, hopefully a little bit more. We do have some citizens becoming criminals, some citizens becoming rebels. We're going to have to watch out for that. Probably the next thing I'll build will be a guard post, because I am anticipating some rebel uprisings coming soon at some point. I've gotten the warning a few times. I'm a little bit trepidatious about that situation. We do have an election going on right now, and it seems like we are just wiping the floor with this Nanette de Luca character, so no need to worry about her. You know, if we were worried, we would probably just not have her knocked off, but no need to do that. We can take the high road here. Our immigration office is taking forever for some reason. Next freighter's coming in less than a month, and we have over 17 grand, almost 18 grand coming to us. We also have a college professor on his way. Our college is done. Yes, the pure affection for El Presidente is enough. Hope to get a few more Teamsters delivering goods there. Yes, we have 22,000, almost 23, and a freighter's approaching the dock. Our financial aid comes in. Things are going pretty well over here on Isla de Hierro, I must say. Last episode, we did build this lumber mill. Yes, we have victory for El Presidente. We did build this lumber mill last turn, and it is pumping out some lumber. Let's see, our total lifetime exports so far are only $7,700, but it was established, it looks like, this year. 1959. So it must have just finished. Okay, we got our foreign expert to teach our... Right, so we're going to have to set this to open doors now and hope that it works. We did get our... Yeah, I don't care about you skinheads. You're just as bad as the environmentalists. All right. We do have 2 people already lined up. Hopefully one of them will, I think it takes 4 years, maybe a couple years. I don't know if it's that realistic, but it takes a couple years. And they should go straight to being college professors, which will open up more student slots, which will hopefully provide our island with lots of intelligentsia to propel our economy forward. And look at how much money we are about to get. 32,000, just love it. Our economy is really starting to rock. Now, I am tempted to perhaps hire a college-educated churchman, but it's not hugely important, 45%. I think that money would probably be better spent on a newspaper. Of course, newspaper is also a college-educated job. So why don't we do what we can do cheaply in order to increase happiness, which seems to be more apartment complexes. What I think I will do is extend this road. Whoa. Okay, yeah, let's extend the road out to over here. At the end of the road, I will build us, not that. I want, let's see, what do I want? I want infrastructure and a garage. Yeah. That way the people who live over here are not too inconvenienced. Because I do plan on putting down, where did all my money go? Oh, I still haven't received it. Let's turn up the speed there so we can unload our freight onto the waiting ship. We already have a new ship coming. Okay, so we got all the revenue here now. Great. Poor healthcare was responsible for 4 deaths. I guess my clinica is not doing what it's supposed to. But that's okay. So we're going to build 3 apartment blocks over here. Put an end to all these shanties. They don't have to line up perfectly. Just like that. So have a little enclave over here of Tropicans. I would love to build a hospital. I would love to fully staff. It looks like we do have a couple people already. I must have gotten some on the boat when we turned it on to skilled workers. We do have 18 free job positions, so we really need to crank up the immigration. We're going to have open doors. Hopefully it works properly this time. It was incredibly frustrating last time trying to get it to work and just having some sort of weird bug. But it looks like it may work now that we had to tear it down and rebuild it. Meanwhile, I'm very tempted to go with a guard station just because I'm a little bit worried that things could pop off if we get very many more rebels. So we want to be well protected because you do lose the game if the rebels take over your country. So I'm going to try to prevent that. Now, El Presidente, why don't you go into this church quickly? I don't know why you're walking. You're the president of the country. Just walking. Che Guevara, man of the people. Right. So our garage is finished, and our apartment blocks will be finished shortly. Meanwhile, we do have 12,000 already, and a freighter is approaching the dock. Our economy is getting really quite strong. Just have to make sure we keep people happy, and they should be quite happy about the cathedral. Yeah, see? We should appease our comrades in arms. Okay, I tell you what, I will raise your salary by 1. Does that make you happy? We do not want a coup d'etat, but we also don't want to pay you loads of money, because that's what ticks away every turn, every passing month or so. It ticks away at our funds. We don't want that. So, I mean, it'll get to the point where it'll tick away $20,000 like snap of a finger, you know. So, 10 new immigrants, which is not bad. I doubt we got many super educated people, but we have 16 job positions and 5 unemployed. Not horrible at all. See how our high school is doing. We do have a lack of students. We have many more teachers than we do have students. 3 students for, 6 teachers What a nightmare. Meanwhile, our police are doing fine, but according to our statistics here, oh, where do you get it? Sometimes the UI is a little bit confusing. Got to click the happiness there. All right, so our crime safety is at 36%, which is low. Liberty is now at 19%. I think we should probably go with a newspaper. But we want to make sure we have some college-educated people first. And it looks like we will. It looks like we will. Street's getting a little bit clogged. Be nice to be able to connect that, but the palace is the one thing we don't want to tear down. Yeah, these should fill up quite shortly. Our lumber mill no longer has as much lumber around it as it once did. To go further afield, I think we'll go ahead and pop all these off. Just on the logging camps. These will help us to take in more trees, and the trees also regrow. Trees are cut 60% faster. They regrow twice as fast. Excuse me, I'm having some enunciation difficulties today. Okay, so 2 months from now we'll get more money. That's fine. We are at 18,000 now. We can probably bank on losing 3 or 4,000 before that ship comes in on just paying wages. But we're in the driver's seat, I think. I just wish we'd have more college-educated people more quickly. That seems to be the main thing that's kind of holding us back here. Happiness does not seem to be rising as fast as I would like. And construction does not seem to be happening as fast as I would like either. But we just have to work with what we have here. Looks like money's coming in quite well. 12,000 shouldn't be too bad. And I'm considering doing the tourist area over here, but I think I'll probably wait till next episode because we just have too low of happiness. We have to kind of focus our powers on getting this number to 50. We should just get some foreign aid, and we have a ship coming in soon. So why don't we just go ahead and hire one more? I know it's $4,200, but we need professors. That's what we really need. So we'll spend some of that foreign aid, grab a new professor. Freighter is approaching the dock. So we have a new rebel, but we also have quite a few soldiers. Still missing one. Hopefully out of this crew, one of them will decide to sign up. Alright. So let's look at spending some of our massive wealth as soon as this ship rolls in here. Go ahead and roll in. Not massive wealth by any means. It's $40,000 for the president of a country. It's not that much, really. Healthcare demand is high. We should build a hospital, but that requires electricity, you know, and electricity is a big investment. 13 new immigrants, 1 foreign expert, 12,000 out. Good to go. Okay. So we got our professor. Our class is still not full, though. That's a little disappointing. Are there jobs for these people? Unemployed 11. It's perfectly matched. Nearly perfect. Wait, how many homeless people? I didn't catch that number. 80 homeless people. You would think... Okay, that apartment just finished. So they're going to move in there quickly. And this apartment should be done in no time. That's going to alleviate a lot of the homelessness in Tropico. Probably save this spot for a few more apartment buildings to come. And did we get another soldier? We did. Great. And our cathedral is fully staffed. Fully staffed. So our religion quality is getting quite good. Housing quality remains mediocre. Entertainment remains mediocre. Crime safety, I don't know why, but I think liberty is by far the biggest problem. So with the money that we've brought in, I'd like to go ahead and build a newspaper. I believe it's 2,000 for the plans and 5,000 for the build. We will pop it down right over here next to the school. And we'll go ahead and throw down an apartment block right next to it, just for good measure. Alright? We really want our people to start loving us. Any means necessary. Bribe them, cajole them. We'll shoot them if we have to. I mean, that's what the whole game's about, really. So, it looks like we're still a ways out from our next freighter. So, we're just kind of waiting for the buildings to get done. We'll go ahead and speed it up a little bit so there's not too much downtime. Looks like our college is almost fully staffed. Some of our people have graduated, which is fantastic. Our marketplace has plenty of food, as far as I can tell. Our garbage dump is doing its work well, although this area seems to be not so great. We will kind of keep an eye on environment. It's at 45. It's not a big issue right now. The biggest issue seems to be liberty, so we'll prioritize this building highly. So we want them to work on that first. Hopefully we have enough college-level females. It's weird how the jobs are divided by gender. But I guess Tropico is a traditional place, conservative place, a place where people stick to their assigned roles, like criminals, which one of them has just become. And I am thinking of maybe getting a new crime safety place, which is also called a police station, by the way. I think that's under government, is it not? Okay, so prison reduces bad elements. But I think the only real thing that that helps is a police station. So go ahead and put one down over here by these houses, which is going to give us quite a few open job positions. But our immigration office seems to be working well. We're about to get some money. And we got 11 new immigrants, so that should be no problem. Good deal, good deal. I think we will hit this pollution decrease on our lumber mill. I don't know why we still have this unstaffed position. We did get some financial aid. Let's go ahead and turn the speed back down. Some people are protesting, but happiness seems to be rising in general. I'm going to I would really like to build the electric power plant, but it requires quite a bit of money month to month of maintenance. So I'm thinking that we might want to expand our economy just a bit before we make that leap. We can turn lumber into furniture for almost 25,000. That is quite a tall order. We can just do 20,000. Yeah, let's get a rum distillery going over here. That will provide some jobs. We've got plenty of sugar. So a rum distillery is a great idea, I think. It's going to take quite a lot of high school jobs. But that should be no problem with our excellent educational system. And as a matter of fact, I would like to go ahead and hit the literacy program, but we do not have our education minister. In fact, we didn't hire any of our ministers. Why did we not do that? She looks good. We do not have one of these guys. Probably wait on that. Only option. Exceptional. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think I want any abysmal traits. I'm not quite sure what that does, but it doesn't sound good. The word abysmal is not something you look for in a candidate. Okay, so now we have an education minister, and we can go ahead and pass this edict. We get experience 30% faster. Yes, please. It's going to make everyone better at their jobs. By the way, how's housing doing now? 41%. We'd love to get higher than that, but how many homeless people do we have? 74. That's still too many, isn't it? Why do we have empty spaces here? That's just weird. Homeless people should be able to afford this. It's quite cheap. I wonder if it's because they're unemployed. 14%, I mean 14 people are unemployed. Yeah, I don't think we have enough money coming in steadily enough to warrant the building of a power plant just yet, but we're not far off. I think next turn, okay, that's great. I think we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap it up, guys. We've done quite a bit of good this video. Our rum distillery will be done soon. It's going to help our economy tremendously. Our happiness should just continue to rise with everything we have in place. I think what we'll do next turn, our next video, is try to get our economy to the point where we're making at least 30 grand every ship, and we can justify the expense of a power plant, which will then help us to increase our happiness further, which will get us stable enough to build our tourism industry. Sounds like a good plan. Anyway, guys, this has been Dowsu on Dowsu Plays. If you like this video, please subscribe, like. I'm just getting started out as a Let's Player. I have to say I'm really, really enjoying it so far, and I hope to keep doing it. Even if I don't build a huge fan base right away, it's just such a pleasure to have as a hobby. So I hope you'll continue to watch, and if there's any other series that you would like to see, don't feel hesitant to put that in the comments. And if you did enjoy this video, I hope I will see you for the following installment. Thanks very much, guys. See you later.